Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda and Kitty Blaze, and he's been talking to me the whole time. He's like, "Why you been gone all day, Mom?" It's my errand day. I tend to be gone a long time on errand day. Meow, I know I've been gone all day, huh? Meow. If it's just boring when nobody's outside to play with the kitty, huh? Anyway, remember I got one of those for the chicken coop, and they happened to have two, and I had such a problem finding anything solar that I went ahead and just bought both of them. I love it. I don't want to put this. I'm gonna go up here. You can see the Jeep license plate. Look at the sky, isn't it pretty? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't want to put it here. Does that make sense? I don't want to try and figure out how to run it around the pole and down the road. I don't need that. That's not what I want here. What I want here is one of those little lights that you do at like stairs for outside. And it was like, I've not been able to find one. It's driving me crazy. I had an epiphany last night when I slept. It's a good thing when I get a good night's sleep. I have one inside the workshop. And this there just kind of is a night light. If I got to go out there at 9 o'clock at night, there is a light on. It's not bright. Inside the workshop. Hi, Kitty Blaze. What you doing? Hi, I know you're like, Mama loves me. Anyway, it's in the workshop. And it gets, what you doing? What are you doing? You're so silly. It gets its light. It does charge off of the paneling. If there's like one of the ceiling panels, there's a clear panel. Now let me put you back down. And that's where it gets its charge from. Oh yeah, we're getting ready to swap those out. The longer one, it's sitting right there in the sun right now, because right now it gets a lot of sun right there. And based off of how the roof is, if I was to put the stringy light thingy in there right now, it would get no sun. So I'm gonna let it sit here and charge, but I'm gonna go back to the workshop and I'm going to get that light and I'm going to put it right here where I want it. So life will be awesome. I think Kitty approves. He's like, yeah, put it right here, Mom. Do it like a French girl. All right. Talk to you in a few. That one. Isn't that awesome? And it is. It's just one of the small lights that you put under the under a stair. So it kind of lights up so you can see the difference between the stairs. It's not excessively bright, but it creates a great light. Now in here, it's awesome as a night light. The panel is just right, so it's under my skylight, and it gets enough light. Again, if I come out here and it's dark and I'm just putting tools away or whatever, it gives me a light. Just a little. It's just enough, you know? It will be perfect up on the barrel. And then literally the screw is here. I will be able to stick the solar panel. I've still got to figure out how I'm going to do it or where I'm going to do it. It might be all the way up on the roof, you know, attached to one of the pieces of wood, so it gets full sunlight. Because there you go. That corner there roughly faces south. So sunrise hits there, and then it goes across, and sunset hits over there. And you can kind of tell where, see how it's bright there? That's where the sun is right now. You can see how it gets kind of brighter right there. I know Kitty's in the loft. So, but I can put that string in here. What I figured was if I put the solar piece here, that makes sense. I can run the wire down, maybe under this shelf and then across, and then, you know, under the shelf here on the workbench, because it's such a long tube, it still becomes the same thing. At night, when the sensor says, oh, look, we're dark, it will turn on whether I'm out here or not. And when it runs out of power, it will shut off on its own. And I'm okay with that. You know, I don't come out here at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do come out here. Right now, we get dark at 5:15. The chickens put themselves away. And if I'm trying to finish up a job, I can be out here till 6 o'clock. And then it is dark. And that'll be on. You know, or if I'm putting tools away, I've worked on something in the yard and I'm coming back here and it's dark. I have my solar lights that come on outside. But now there'll be a light that is on in here. I don't have to fumble around for the one I got hanging there. So, kind of awesome. I'm liking that idea. I think it's going to work. So let me get busy moving this one up front. because I have somewhere to be at 7 tonight, which means I'm going to come home at 9 and it's going to be dark. So I'll be able to test this one tonight if I get this moved now. And then I'll get the other pack. That way it'll have about an hour to sit up there and I'll figure out how I want to put it up here. You know? All right, me and Kitty Blaze. We'll talk to you later. It's just a quickie. Isn't that awesome? Just enough. All right. So the bracket that it comes with is attached. I went ahead and screwed it into the board there. I've got it angled appropriately to get the most amount of sunlight. From there, I'm going to go ahead and run the cord to the wall and then run the lights kind of across that way and then over here, and they'll end up here under the workshop somewhere. So yeah, quite pleased. Pen's like, good job, Mom, good job. Move the ladder out the way. Let me go and get busy. All right, now you can just see I've got it all kind of coiled here. So let me get to work. Talk to you in a few. So Kitty's here. Panda just went outside. The chickens are right outside the door. There's Panda. There's the chickens. Yeah, they've all been approving my work. You know, supervisor in training, the work crew. So, again, solar panel as close to the light as I can get it. There you go, focus. We'll even let you zoom in. That way it will catch light from sun up until the sun goes behind the mountain. The little door one I had used to hang right there off the wall, so it didn't even get sunrise sun because it was on the wall. It didn't get, until 10, 11 o'clock. So this one will get more light. More light because it has to produce more lights, roughly. So anyway, it's there, kind of sticking out to get as much light as possible on a sunny day. And then I got all the extra cordage kind of tucked up there behind the wall. And then it comes down, it attaches to the screw because that's where the other light was. And that's taller than I am. So I'll never hit it. And unless I'm dealing with large pieces of wood, nothing should catch on it. From there, I got it zip tied to the shelf bracket. Makes sense. I didn't zip tie it on that one. Hey, because I went ahead and put a cup hook in the corner. And then a cup hook there. Just so it lays on or in the cup hook. A cup hook there, and then there's a cup hook that takes it under the stair but well above where I step. So that should keep it just awesome in the corner. And then we get into here, and it runs all the way down under this shelf, so kind of behind these jars, and then it goes up and it runs across the top, and then it curves back down there at the pole, and that's just kind of where there's an extra little loop. Not enough to run anywhere, so yeah. So probably tonight, about the time. Are you barking at the kitty? Is it the kitty? Is it kitty where you can't get him? I know the kitty's hiding now. You can't get the kitty. Kitty said, na 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 na. That's what the kitty says. Na 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 na. Oh, Pam Bears, I know there's the kitty. Anyway, tonight when I put the chickens up, I will 5:15, 5:20-ish, that I'll wait till the rope outside on the chicken coop where I can visibly see that it's on. I'll wait till if it's on, I can't even talk. I will actually come out and look at this one. It should have gotten enough power when I left it sitting on the porch and removed the other one and did the install of it over there on the barrel. It should have gotten enough sunlight where it will work for a little while tonight. And that way I can adjust the module, whether it's a steady light or a flashing light or, but I can adjust that. It takes, 8 hours worth of charge to give it 8 hours worth of runtime. I don't have that tonight. But, an hour or two, just so I can test it and get the modes, because I got to go up there and click them to the ones I want, will be awesome. I want it on steady light. It doesn't matter if it doesn't last all night. I don't come out here and work at 3 o'clock in the morning. But, if I'm out here again, if I'm out here and it's 5 o'clock, knowing it's going to get dark at 5:15 and I've got an hour's worth of work to do, One, it gives me a little more light. Or if I got to put something away, there's light and I'm not walking into a dark room. So, we'll see. Talk to you in a few. There it is. Again, it doesn't actually create enough light to work on the table. Does that make sense? But if I'm gotta come in here and put stuff away during hours of darkness because I was working late, it will kick on, you know, and then I can come in and actually turn on the light, you know. Now I already know it's too dark to work in here, but that light is not enough. Long-term goal is to get another battery pack, very similar to what I did for the chicken coop, and actually put a workshop light in here that would work off the battery pack. But until then, I like a light when I walk in. I have one. And it's just, there's no on and off with it. It charges 8 hours a day. And if it gets 8 hours of good sunlight, then this will run for 8 hours by itself. You know, life is awesome. So, I will talk to y'all later. And from the zoom out, it's not real obvious, but there's the little light on the tub, and it is on. It's still early. This is, again, because of the way the power lines are cut, the most open area. So it's still got light enough where that doesn't look exceptionally bright, but I don't need exceptionally bright. I need to be able to see it in the rearview mirror, and I need the backup camera to see it since I don't hit the rocks. That's what I need, and it works. Hi, Kitty Blaze. That's it. That's all I need. So, anyway, I got to go somewhere in a couple hours. I'll come home and it'll be the backup test. But I'm sure it'll be fine. So we will talk to you later.